Welcome back, everybody, to Medieval Dynasty. I'm the Bearded OG, and in this episode, we are going to set up some major Plumb wine production, distribution, sales, whatever, because my plum orchards have now matured. I've passed about 2 years in game since the last episode, so Rachimir is now level age 25, and we are about ready to roll over into summer. And so a few things have happened, and I think I'm just going to tell you about what happened rather than, do another montage. So let's see. I had another King's Herald quest. The Herald's still here. He basically wanted like 700 and some odd hops, and I had plenty of hops in storage, so I just gave those to him immediately. So we did a King's quest. I had another Ludo quest, the Dirty Deed quest, where she wanted me to go get wine so I can get a little something. But then when I went to get the wine, then she sends me to go to resolve a dispute of a woman in Branica. And long story short is once I resolved that dispute, she came to work for our village, and she was a level 6 villager. So we got another one of those. I don't remember exactly who she was or what I assigned her to, but I got her all set up. Let's see. I have 2 quests from Rock. One quest, he didn't like what Mom was making him. He wanted me to make him pie, so I went and made him a pie and made him happy. And then yesterday, well, actually at the start of spring, he has a girlfriend now, so I had to go pick some flowers for him. And I got the flowers here, some chicory and some St. John's wort. And when he wakes up in the morning, we'll talk to him and see what happens with that quest. I had one event where a buffalo, some bandits were attacking me or something, and a buffalo come by and trampled him. And so, but the buffalo was hurt, so I healed the buffalo with some potions, and I got a shit ton of hunting points. Speaking of which, we have levels in both hunting and diplomacy. And so I was just waiting for those on camera. So we have 1 point in diplomacy, and we're almost ready to get the next point. If you guys remember in the last episode, I did up the XP gain to 250% because it was just taking too damn long. And one of the things that I kind of do in my spare time is I just go around and do a bunch of quests, just the little small side quests for the villagers, because that's, builds diplomacy up. So right now we have another point, and we could 30% lower taxes. That's absolutely what we're going to do. Okay. And then, as I continue to get more points, less resources from the king, probably the lower demand for food or water from the villagers, or faster production. Those are kind of the 2 I'm looking at next. What's this? Slower motor. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really too worried about that, to be honest with you. Dynasty rep doesn't matter. Affection points doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess it would once I take over my heir, right? But for now, it doesn't matter. So anyway, yeah, we'll probably get the production one maxed out first, and then maybe work on the food and water one or whatever later. Okay, I have 3 points in hunting. So let's see. What do we want to do with those? This is the sneak one, which is completely null and void with camouflage poison. Not potion, sorry. Faster movement while sneaking. And again, camouflage potion kind of breaks hunting, to be honest with you. But when you have to grind it so much, I take it anyway. I would like to get some more traps, mostly for the fish traps. So that's a possibility. What is this one? Durability? Nah. Lower stamina? Nah. Faster bow dry? Nah. So let's max out the traps, because then I can have more fish traps, and more hunting traps, which will then help, continue helping to level hunting. Okay, so we got that maxed out. All right, that takes care of all of our skills. Before we sleep, let's also go and see how much money we've made in our stalls. I haven't touched it, for the last 2 years. So yeah, look at that. We have over 61,000 coins. So let's take all of that. and that gets us up to 289,332, almost to the 300,000 mark. But here's the thing. I set up a stall, an extra stall, and it is going to sell nothing but Plumb wine for us. I don't know if... Well, it probably will last year round. Because I've actually set the days down to one day seasons. It's just taken way too long, you know, to move through the seasons. And, you know, I've got most of my mothers are back to work now. And so I've got a full complement of farmers, and they can pretty much do everything I need them to do in one day with my help a little bit at the end of the day. But I might, you know, for not so much spring, because, you know, they already have the fields prepared. So all they really have to do in the springtime is sow. But for fall, I might change fall to 2 days, just, you know, because fall is a very busy farming, you know, season. So, you know, we'll just kind of play that one by ear, I suppose. But hey, now that we can do more traps, why don't we... Let's see, I got my fish traps here. So let's go here, 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 here. And... Oh, we can have... Whoa, we can have a total of 6 of these? Holy shit, man. Really? That's what it's saying. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, well for now, I'm just gonna... Oh, we're rolling over into summer. Okay. I was gonna sleep, but... Let's see if we get an event. Nope, no events. Okay, we have one more baby. We've got a couple more weddings. We got some animals that were born, and it looks like we lost a hen. All right. Fair enough. And we're back in here. Okay, let's talk to you. Hi, here you go. Fresh flowers for my little womanizer.
My little miracle.
I have no idea what girls see in them. Me neither. Maybe they want to be reminded of the gorgeous colors the world can assume. They also smell nice. So what should I say while giving them? Tell her that these flowers remind you of her beauty, so you decided to pick them. But they would look much better in her hand than yours. Nah, I don't want to sound like a wuss. Oh, okay. All right, I'll ask Mom to go to the village again soon. Great. I'll ask you tomorrow how it went. Because I guess this girl that he likes, my
Hello, Dad.
5-year-old boy is in another village. So it's just oh, what did he gave me something? Let's also, by the way, let's give you a toy. And so his affection is now to 54%.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I gave up on trying to give all the village kids toys. There's just too many of them. There's way too many kids for me to try and give each one of them toys every season. So I just stopped doing it. You know what? It is what it is. I know it'll improve them a little bit, but we got to be realistic about these things, man. Okay, so we were putting traps up. Yeah, let's go finish doing that first. And then we're going to get massively going on our plums. Wow, I can do 6 of these. That's amazing. Wow. Okay, so let's go here, and we'll just kind of keep. These are the the roach traps. And okay, trap limit has been reached. Okay, so now let's go to the perch traps, and we'll just kind of put them like this, all in rows. There's my bells going off. Okay, and then for the pike trap, which will be in the deepest part of the water, which makes sense, we'll put those in place. This is going to produce a shit ton of fish. Oh my goodness. Especially because these things fill up quick, man. Okay. Look at all those fish traps. That is amazing. Okay. Love it. Now we can also do multiple regular traps too. And again, I'm not doing this for the resources, because you get diddly squat by way of comparison. But I'm doing it more for the XP, you know, so we can keep leveling hunting. And, you know, I put these kind of in the back 40 here just because I feel like it's a little more realistic. You know what I think I'm going to do, too? I know this is kind of wasteful, but, I mean, I'm richer than God, so who gives a shit, right? I'm gonna set them all up at the same time so they're all on the same cycle. I had a rat trap over here, but it broke before the other ones, and I didn't replace it. So let's go ahead and... Oh, boy. We'll put the... Yeah. I want to kind of keep them together just so I'm not, you know, going all over the place. So let's go... So we'll put some bird traps here. Okay. And then let's put the rabbit traps kind of back here in this area. Okay. And then we'll put the rat traps over by the food storage because that kind of makes more sense. All right, there we go. So doing all of those together with our increased hunting XP should give us some substantial XP, you know, for leveling hunting. All right, let's go over here and we have all of our plums are producing now. These trees here, I don't think they're at completely full capacity yet, or full maturity is what I mean. But they are producing now. These on this end, I think that's a big... The plum trees don't get very big by way of comparison. If you compare that, like, for example, this is a fully mature pear tree. Look how big that thing is compared to a fully mature plum tree. So it's quite a bit bigger, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick... I'm going to go through and pick all of the plums myself. I know the farmers are also working on some of this, but I want to make sure all of our plums are harvested, because then we're going to make a big giant batch. What the hell, man? How come I can't... Do I have to look at the... I guess I have to look at the trunk. I was having trouble getting the thingy for that. Anyway, we'll make a humongous batch of plum wine, and then we're going to set it up in it. We already have the stall actually set up, and then we're going to start selling it. Plum wine is very, very expensive, and I probably wouldn't be able to sell it manually if not that I want to do that anyways, you know, with this mini, but I probably wouldn't be able to sell it manually anyways, because I don't think all of the vendors combined on the map would have enough money to buy as much plum wine as we're going to be able to make. So this is fun though. I've been kind of looking forward to it. This is going to be like my ultimate money-making scheme. Well, I don't know if I should say my ultimate, but it's gonna bring in some bank, man, for sure. Okay, we're getting kind of heavy here, so I'm gonna go drop off what I have in storage, and then I'll come back and get the rest of these. And we also have plums way over there too, another big orchard of them as well.
I'm boiling.
You're boiling? Oh, that's right. I'm wearing my winter clothes. I need to change out of those. Do I have a temp potion on me? I do. Let's just take one of these for now because I don't want to screw with it. Let's take the 70% one. Yeah, I'll just keep my winter clothes on for now. Oh, you know what? The other thing is I need to look and see. I have a high-level diplomacy mother that I was hoping would be ready to go back to work. Yeah, she is. Perfect. Okay, that's beautiful timing because she's maxed out, and in fact, let's just go ahead and assign her to the plum wine stall right now. It's all ready to go. It's just been sitting there waiting. Perfect. Okay, and while we're looking at this, let's go up here. Also, Baslava, she is either a production or a farming person. Why don't we put her... I do have some more production buildings that still need people. Why don't we actually put her into the tavern? See, I need 2 more smithies. Don't necessarily need a sewing hut person, though we could put one in there. We don't need another workshop person. So yeah, let's just assign her to the tavern. Okay. So, oh wait, no, I gotta go. Do I have anything to drop off here? Oh, I do. Okay, so let's drop off all of this stuff. But we need to put the plums in the food storage. Come on, Rachimir. Get some stamina, bro. Easy for me to say, man. I'm not carrying 531 plums in my inventory. Okay. So let's let the farmers keep working over there, and I'm gonna go. Oh, have they already harvested? No, they haven't harvested these plums. Some of them are working on it though. Okay, good. So yeah, we have a lot of plums, man. It's awesome. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all of the rest of the plums harvested. And when I'm finished with that, I'll bring you back, and then we're gonna go make ourselves a semi-truckload of plum wine. So see you in a bit. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm just changing into my summer clothing here. We want the simple hood, the thin boots, thin gambeson, and I think that's everything. Put the winter clothes back in here. I need to actually sell those noble shoes. Those I got from a quest. Okay, I think that's... yeah, that's all the warm weather stuff. Okay, so, first thing we're gonna do before we start making the wine is I want to make sure we have plenty of wine bottles. I am producing them. I have a lot of clay production going on too. I've added some more excavation buildings that do nothing but get clay. So yeah, we've got a nice little supply of clay. Because for a while there, I was having to get it myself. I kept running out of it. So what are we looking for? We're looking for wine. Okay, we have 170 wine bottles. That probably won't be enough, I don't think. So what we're going to do is we're just going to manually go in here and make a shit ton of wine bottles. We can make 851. Let's make... I don't want to use up all the clay. Let's make about 600 more.
The right man and the
That's
wrong
probably going to make me too
place
heavy.
all the difference in the world.
Yep, definitely made me too heavy. Okay. So, what we'll do then is... those are here. Okay, so let's... do this, and then... okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to make 3 trips. So let me do that real quick, get these in storage, and then I'll meet you over at the tavern. Okay, I'm gonna, actually, I'm gonna take a potion of weight. And... don't we have
I'm looking for a truffle pig.
a food that helps with weight too? We do need to eat. I mostly just eat, fish tarts. I don't know... can't remember what food it is that helps with weight. Let's take a quick look-see.
Hey!
Hey!
I was using that!
Fuck off, dude, or I'll fire your ass. Okay. So fish tarts. Yeah, that's less food consumption. Less water, less food. More damage, temperature. Okay, meat tarts give us a 2 kilogram weight limit. What about pies? Oh, meat. Okay, meat pies give us a 15 kilogram weight limit. Okay, that's good. What are we missing? Oh, we need roasted meat. Okay, that's easy. What about any of these breads? Stamina, 10% less stamina. Alright, what about the soups? Temperature, water. Okay, nope, that doesn't do anything. Porridges. Excuse me, personal space. Okay, that gives us, the gruel gives us a 10 kilogram weight limit, but that's not as good as the pie. Will you knock it off? Jesus Christ. All right, what about this stuff? That's 13 food. So yeah, I think the meat pie is the one to make. So, are you making enough? Damn it. People, you're killing me. She's roasting meat right now, so I wonder if it'll be enough for us to just make one meat pie. Let's take a look. No, we need 4 roasted meat. Okay. Actually, no, you know what? She's not actually roasting meat. That's just her animation. I think I have those people doing nothing but making flatbread, and I just come in and make a shit ton of pottage when we get low on food. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll turn all that into fertilizer. What am I looking for? I'm looking for meat. All right, so let's grab 4 of these, because see, when we start making this wine, it's gonna make me super heavy. So that's why I want to. And I know I can turn off the carry weight thing, and sometimes I do actually do that, to be perfectly honest with you. But I don't like to do it all the time because
No worries.
you know it's part of the game, right? Okay, so. Oh, I didn't need to pick those 4 meat. Could have just did the pull thing. Sometimes I still forget I can do that. Okay, now get away from the oven.
I'll wait.
At least she's a little more polite than the other guy. You gotta remember, I'm the boss, man. I own all this shit. Okay, meat pie gives us 15 kilogram weight limit. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that's probably about the best food we can eat for that specific purpose. You know what I didn't do, though, is I didn't look at the juices or the wines. Okay, let's go here. Eat the meat pie. Okay, that gave us another 15 kilograms. And if we look at... So cherry wine gives us a 20... Oh my god, 20 kilogram weight limit. Hell yeah. I actually have 10 of those in my inventory too. There we go. Okay. I don't actually want to be carrying that many of these around either, by the way, just because it's making us super heavy. Okay, cool. So we added quite a bit of weight capacity to ourselves. So now what we're going to do is come over here. Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. And we are going to make 141 plum juices. Really? Thought I was going to be able to make more than that. Okay, so now we'll... Oh, I can't move. That's right. Let's hop over to here, and we make 141 plum wines. But remember, these things sell for like 320 a pop. So, you know, we're talking around over 30,000 of plum wine in our inventory. 146. Yeah, see, they sell for 320. Get my calculator out here real quick. 320 times, how much do we have? 146. Yeah, that's 46,720 coin. Thing is, though, did we get that full price in our stall? Here, let's drop half of these carefully. We set that down carefully. And we'll run over and throw these in food storage. And then, of course, do likewise with the other ones. Now, I also carry a little bit of plum wine with me, too, because it's good for combat. It buffs your damage significantly. But what we'll do... Okay, so she just started working on selling the first one. Whoops, wrong building. All right, I want to keep 5 of these with me. Probably don't even need that many, really. All right, now let's go to here. Services, plum wine. Okay, so does this... Oh, okay, shit, we're only selling it for 160. That's probably what I would get if I sold it manually too, right? So that's basically half of this. So we're actually going to make 23,360 coin off of these. Okay. I mean, that's still not bad though. I mean, that's probably the most valuable thing we're selling in our stalls, with maybe... I mean, the crossbows sell for quite a bit individually, but they're not... Yeah, see, we're only making... If we have 10 of those, we're only making 7,000 on that. So the salted fish... That sells at 11.5. But, you know, we only sell... I think this is per cycle and this is per day. Oh, we should actually look at that on the plum wine, huh? Now that I think about it. Oh, it's the same as the fish. If I'm reading that correctly. Huh. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. We are now in the plum wine business. And I can still, and probably will need to, actually, now that I think about it, still go around and, you know, manually sell some of that too. I don't think I will this year. I just want to see if, how much of that will, you know, if it'll last for the entire year or not. I'm guessing it probably will, and then we may still have a little bit left over, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I do want to look at one other thing. So, okay, so we're making about 1,250 per day on that. We're making 1,219 per day on that. We already looked at the fish. Horseshoes, we're making why are those all 1,250? Is that... Oh, I wonder if that's the max we can do in a day. I think you guys told me at one point that there's a cap on these. I don't know if that's... Okay, so yeah, it looks like 1250 per day is the max any one particular stall can do. Is that per day or per season? I'm guessing probably per day. Could be per season though. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so let me know how exactly what the deal is with that. Is that 1250 per day or per season? Because we have 1 day seasons, I guess it kind of is 6 and 1.5 dozen the other now that I think about that. But if I increase the number of days per season again, then I wonder what that would be. I'm pretty sure that's per day. So if we look here, let's do this one. If we look at this, this has got to be per cycle, per cell cycle, and this has got to be per day, or at least the max per day. Pretty sure that's what that means. And then if I had 2-day seasons, then that might, I don't know if that would reflect, double that, or if that still will just show 1250 per day. I didn't really pay attention to it before. What I guess I could do is we could go ahead and have autumn be 2 days, because we might need that much time anyway. And then I'll look at that. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at it again when I roll over into autumn and see if that says anything different. Okay, so anyway, let's see what we need to finish before the day's over. These fields don't matter because we're not doing anything else with them. They're just going to prepare them, and then they'll just sit there until next spring. But this field, we need to make sure and get onions planted. But they're damn near done already with that. So looks like we do need to do a little, but they're done for the day. So I got to finish this up, but there's not that much work for me to do. So let's go grab a hoe and a bag. Oh, really? Come on, guys. You couldn't finish you couldn't finish the last 2 patches? What the hell, man? Oh, that's funny. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the end of the day, whether you're done with your work or not. Okay, so let's grab a scythe, and we wanted a bag and a hoe. And we'll just finish the last part of these onions out, and then we'll be good to go. Ready to roll over into autumn.
The king is so fond of you that maybe he'll appoint you his successor.
I kind of doubt that'll happen. Not sure if I want the job anyway. Okay, so let's put the hoe there, and here, let's actually get the rest of this flax first. You guys did tell me in the comments, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you did tell me that if the villagers are using a scythe, that they will harvest faster than if they're using a sickle, even though they still only do one, square at a time. So we keep them going then, in that case, with the scythes. Okay, so let's finish just this little bit here. And then we'll just finish planting the onions and we'll be good to go. I'm debating whether or not I should even keep growing poppy. I mean, I don't really use it for anything. I know it can be used for things. I decided, at least at this point, that I'm not selling potions. I just make them for myself when I need to. That might change later, but that's kind of what I'm doing right at the moment. So, okay, so let's go to here. And we want to select onions, beetroot. The seed can't be planted not onions, sorry, cabbage. Yeah, cabbage is what we're doing. So I just do one little crop of cabbage each year just to keep the pottage going. I used to have so much cabbage it was just coming out my ears, and I ended up turning most of it into fertilizer. But, just this little patch here seems to keep the pottage going for all of my villagers. Plus, I've got other things they can eat too if they did run out of pottage. But one of the things that's nice about pottage is that it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So one pottage basically is one food unit per day per villager. So it's just easy to kind of plan that way, you know? All right. Farm work is done. Again, they can finish these fields in the autumn and into the winter. The only thing that's going to happen in the autumn actually is harvesting the flax and the beets and carrots. And that's it. Then they'll just get the fields ready, and then they'll just sit there until next spring. So they, they seem to be able to keep up with it pretty good, especially now that I have 8 of them, back on the fields. Okay, so all of our traps. Let's grab everything from each trap here. Let's look at something too. If we go to skills and we go to hunting. So right now we have 641.7 points. And then we have 656. I think I said 641, right? So that means we're getting about 15 points-ish per trap. Before I increased the XP rate, I think I was only getting like 6 points. But, we had 3 traps before, now we have 18. Takes a little longer, of course, but it's very easy XP. Oh, that one didn't catch anything. Looks like all of the rat traps are full, except for maybe the last one I set down. I probably should have waited just a wee bit longer, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Catch all those rats so they don't get into our food supply and give us bubonic plague. Know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, are all these fish nets? Oh my god, we're going to get so much fish, you guys. Holy crap. Wow. This, oh, I can't see anything. Here, let's, oh, yeah, take a potion of night vision. There we go. Okay, so yeah, let's see how much fish we get in total. Oh no, that one didn't. I put this one down before this one, but that one hasn't caught anything. Is it kind of like maybe a bit of a random thing, maybe? I don't know. I don't like it when it does that because, then they don't stay on the same cycle. And I end up having to destroy them. I think I just need to wait a little bit longer, is all. Oh, man, I put these two close together, didn't I? All right, we'll come around this side. I'll do a little bit neater job of setting these up next time, I think. Just kind of plop them down. Okay, now let's go here. And we will turn all of this into fish meat. A couple of those pikes I may have already had from the workers. And then we can put that fish meat right in here because this is the building that processes it into salted fish meat. So, wow, look at that. We had 254 fish meat from those traps. That's amazing. I'll take it. Before, I think I was only getting somewhere like around 40 each time. And then, of course, that turns into salted fish meat, which has always been a very profitable commodity for us to sell pretty much almost since I started playing this game. Very valuable stuff to sell. Okay, cool. Let's put all of this in here. We have, we should have a bunch of flax now that we can thresh. So let's go do that real quick. So that's 866 flax stalks. And that turns into 1,732 flax. Well, no, flax stalks. Flax plants, 2 flax stalks, which then will in turn, we can turn into linen, right? And I periodically go through when I start to accumulate a bunch of seeds, like flax seed in particular, more recently, because that's what I've been focusing on. I'll just take that and go, you know, sell it off. I could even set up another stall to do that, really, but it's not a big deal. And then if we go back over here, how much linen thread do I currently have? Oh, we have 640. Oh, wait, we've got a lot. Okay, so I'm probably just going to sit on those black stalks for now. I do have one tailor, and we can put another one in here. And I think, what do I have that dude doing? Sewing hut. Yeah, he's just making the fabric, the wool, and keeping us in bags. And then I myself come in here and make the linen thread and the linen or the wool thread. And the reason I'm doing it that way is because I don't want all of our thread to be used up for fabric, so I can kind of control it a little bit. So yeah, that's how we're handling that. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. So I'm going to keep doing the thing, keep moving through the seasons, and I'll bring you back with an update in, I don't know, X number of years from now. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video, and we'll catch y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye.